Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be setting up my 2018 bullet journal. I cannot believe it's already the new year, but with the new year comes a fresh start and a chance for you to get ahead on your organization and planning. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm really excited for this one because last year was actually my very first year bullet journaling. So as you probably saw in my flip through that I just posted, my bullet journal went through a lot of changes and it was kind of an evolution so that I could find what I really liked in a bullet journal and what I didn't. So this year, now that I finally have a grasp of what I prefer to see, I feel like it's going to be a really great year, and I'm so excited to come up with some new creative spreads and to get ahead of my new year planning. If you are a beginner, I'm going to link my very first bullet journal setup video from last year so that you can check it out, because you're probably in a very similar mindset as I was when I was first starting out. It can be really overwhelming and confusing. So that one hopefully will help you to figure everything out a bit. But I'm going to stop talking now and let's just get right into the video. I don't think there's anything more satisfying than opening a fresh notebook. I'll have the one that I'm using linked down below, but you guys know I love to use A5 dotted notebooks. This one actually had an index on the first couple of pages, so I decided to glue them together because I wanted to make my own index later on. But I'm starting off by writing my key on the inside cover of the notebook. A key is basically just a legend that tells you what each of the symbols mean. So task, complete, migrated, scheduled, and events. Different shapes mean different things, and it's nice to have it in an accessible place just in case you forget. I've seen different people use different types of symbols, but I like to keep mine pretty simple. On the first actual page, I wanted to start off my bullet journal with a nice quote that encapsulates what I want 2018 to be about. So I have some lettering that says "New Year, New Chances, Same Dreams, Fresh Start." And I thought it was a nice short quote that will be good to look at and kind of remind myself that every day in 2018 is a fresh start for something amazing. I personally love doing lettering and quote pages like these in my bullet journal because not only does it allow me to practice my calligraphy, but it's also a very necessary break from all of the structured planner pages in your bullet journal. By the way, in case you're wondering what pens I used for my calligraphy, I will have them all linked and detailed in the description box below. On the page next to it, I wanted to do a 2018 at a glance. These pages are a pain to make because of all the numbers, but it's a great page to start off your bullet journal with, especially, for the new year. I wrote out little calendar layouts for every single month. My journal fit 3 columns and 4 rows, so it was perfect. Be very careful to not mess up the numbers, because if you mess up one number, it ruins the whole thing. This is kind of why this page is a pain to do. But in the end, I really love the way that it looks, and I love how simple it is. That's also something that I wanted to mention. As you can see from this spread, as well as pages that are to come, I purposefully made these beginning pages in my bullet journal very classic, simple, elegant, and basic, just because I didn't want to add too much over-the-top decorations, especially because I do different themes for every single month. So I wanted the beginning of my bullet journal to just be a very simple anchor for all of the rest of my bullet journal. The next pages I did my index. Very simple, again, nothing too crazy, just a page number and description for the columns, and I didn't even have to line it because of the dots, so I'll just write in there, in the future when I have pages to write down. Next, I set up my yearly or future log, and a future log, basically, as the name suggests, helps you plan out events or tasks that are way in the future. So this is why I'm writing out every single month. And basically what you're going to do is whenever you have a task that's in a month that you are not currently in, you can write it down in the corresponding month so that when you get to that actual month, you can refer back to the spread and remember the tasks that you need to write down in your monthly log. So as you can see, I did a vertical layout. Last year I did a horizontal layout. This one just gives me more space for more events. This spread looks plain right now, but once I have the accent color for each month, I'll fill it in and it'll be a main hub for me to plan out my year. This next spread is my 2018 goals or New Year's resolution page, and I decided to split mine up into different categories, so fitness, wellness, YouTube, productivity, and basically I'll write my goal next to the category. I wrote a little quote at the bottom that says, "This is the beginning of anything." Next to it, I have my 2018 memories spread where I'll just write major memories that happened that I want to remember. And then these next spreads are my YouTube spreads. So I have a list of YouTube videos that I want to make, and then I also have a YouTube growth tracker where I'll put the milestone and then the date reached. I do also plan on having a month-to-month growth tracker, but this one is just for individual milestones. My Instagram growth tracker is very similar, except I had to split it up into two because I have two Instagrams. One is my art Instagram and one is my lifestyle Instagram. And then next to it, I have a page, which is really fun. It's called the I Want to Watch page, and I put a side for movies and a side for TV shows, and I'm basically going to have a running list of movies and TV shows that I want to watch this year. This next spread is probably my favorite new addition to my 2018 bullet journal, and it is called My Year in Polaroids. I got this idea because last year I did monthly memories. Sometimes I pasted in pictures in Polaroids, so I thought it would be cool to do this but on a yearly level. I love Polaroid pictures and I wanted to force myself to use my Polaroid camera more, so I drew boxes to fit a Polaroid picture, and every single month I'll take a picture and paste it in, and it'll be cool to look back and see different memories from different months. By the way, I did measure these boxes to fit standard Polaroid pictures, but in case you're wondering the grid dot measurements, I did 17.5 spaces by 10.5 spaces. I decorated each of these spreads at the top with a banner of hanging Polaroids, which I thought was very cute. And then finally, this is the last spread for the beginning sections of my bullet journal before I start my monthly for January, and I wanted it to be another quote page. You know, we started these beginning pages with a quote, and I wanted to end it with a quote. This one says, "Say yes to new adventures." It was a bit more decorative, which I really enjoyed. It was so much fun to make, you know, playing around with the different lettering styles. I just really enjoyed the whole process. There was a bit more planning involved in this spread than I normally do. Usually I just wing it with the pen, but as you can see, there are pencil marks underneath. But I am really glad I did that because this spread was a bit more intricate than my previous ones, and it just turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I think I want to do more of these spreads throughout my bullet journal. It's just something that I think adds a little bit of visual interest when you're flipping through, and it's so relaxing. It's kind of like therapeutic to me in a way, so I personally love it. Back to this spread, I finished it off by drawing a paper plane flying through the page, and that concludes my 2018 bullet journal setup. Here is the final flip through of all of the pages. I actually really liked the way that it turned out. I think it's very clean and simple, and that's kind of what I need this year. I just need a fresh start from the chaotic mess in my mind, and I definitely think that these pages are going to help me do that. Alright everyone, so that was my 2018 bullet journal setup. I hope you guys enjoyed or found some inspiration for your own New Year bullet journal. I would love to see any recreations that you guys create, so be sure to tag me on Instagram at AmandaHDoodles. I am going to be doing a separate January plan with me, so stay tuned for that. And if you're still craving some more inspiration, I'm going to link my whole playlist down below. There should be something there that will help you out, but I think that's pretty much it. Have a happy new year, keep doodling, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone.